Hello folks, Fuzz here, and a big welcome back to our Final Fantasy IX Let's Play series. So we have crashed into the forest outside of the city, which is pretty much where we left off in the previous episode. We do know that the Queen Bran, is certainly up to some no good stuff, which we witnessed in one of the last cutscenes, so it'd be interesting to see how things play out from there. And we technically have Princess Garnet with us, along with Steiner and Vivi. The only problem is Garnet and Vivi have basically gotten themselves lost by falling a long way from the ship, and there seems to be some kind of shadow looming over them. So can we speak to Frog here? No, we can't. We will be having random encounters now, I should have mentioned that. And for the first time we're going to be able to actually begin levelling up our characters. So we're still level 1 with Zidane here. We're just going to go straight ahead and start using our standard normal attacks, since they will do the job nicely. And that should be enough to level us up. 23 experience compared to 16 needed. And we got a card as well. So we can also get cards from battle there. And you don't actually recover your hit points and MP at the end of each fight, as has often been the case in later Final Fantasies. So just something we need to bear in mind, that if we leave battle wounded, we'll have to heal up. So our first back attack. We can set battle to auto mode. Was that something that was available in the previous iteration of Final Fantasy IX, or is it somewhat new? I can't remember, you know. It's been so long since I played the game before. Anyway, we shall head into the next section. By the way, if you did get the Moonstone, make sure you've equipped it by this point. So we've got a bit of a boss fight coming up. I guess it makes sense to just level Zidane up just a tad. Make him somewhat more powerful. Okay, so I've just leveled Zidane up to level 5, which should be more than enough to take on the next boss. I do like to just spend a little bit of time sorting out our levels and stuff as we progress through the story. So I'm just going to double check that everything we've got equipped is in fact levelling up, and yes it is. We can see these abilities are earning AP, which is what we want to see. So by all means, if you've done some levelling, go ahead and save your game at this point at the Moogle that we just spoke to. But for me, I'm going to go straight on ahead now into the next section. And we'll speak to Vivi here, who tells us she's in trouble. And what is that? Steiner being all authoritative there. I don't think this plant's going to listen to him. Hey, Zidane read my mind. So I suppose this is technically our first boss battle. And we do just need to keep our eye on the princess's health. If she dies, it's game over. And we also get to use trance here for the first time as well. So we're going to have a bit of a rundown. By the way, when you get... trance is basically the limit break of Final Fantasy IX. And if you do get it, you may as well use it in, pretty much immediately, because you can't carry it over to the next battle. So don't bother trying to save it or anything, there's no point. So he's constantly going to be absorbing out of Garnet, but it will tell us her health. Okay, so we've got not much we can do there apart from attack. Of course, we don't want to attack the princess. That wouldn't make sense at all, really. Fortunately, this boss only has 513 health. So we're about to learn Garnet's hit points once more. 14. could probably just do with throwing a heal onto her. So we'll get a potion there and throw it onto Garnet. Make sure you target the right character, of course. You don't want to be healing the boss and or attacking the princess. And the monster flees. She's gone. And so's the beast who took her. Right. So now we're going to have to repeat the same thing again, only this time with Vivi being captured. The good thing is that Vivi will actually attack the monster for about 100 points of damage a time. And we are going to go ahead and steal this time, because the first battle there's nothing to steal, this time there is. There's a couple of things we can get, a broadsword and a leather wrist. So there's the broadsword. We will of course just need to make sure that Vivi doesn't get too low on health, although to be honest he's pretty much doing the work for us. Go ahead and attack, and there's the leather wrist. They're the only two items we can steal, and I do recommend doing so. And because we've levelled Zidane, he is actually fairly powerful. Doing basically double the damage that Steiner's doing with his level 1-ness. Keep an eye on Vivi's health here. 16. Looks like that's just about it though. So again, just keep an eye on the health of the one that's being captured, and you'll be sorted. No experience or ability points are coming our way, sadly, for that fight though. So Vivi is safe for now. But he wasn't safe for long. Fortunately, Zidane was able to rescue Vivi and Steiner there. So some of the monsters in this forest reproduce by planting seeds in other animals, and when the seed sprouts, it's hasta la vista your mincemeat. Oh, that's charming, that is, isn't it? Vivi wants to know if he's going to die. Fortunately, he's not. You're going to be fine. Here, drink this. It'll remove all the seeds from your body. Yeah, doesn't taste very nice, does it, Vivi? Steiner's not looking too good, is he? So he's very protective of the princesses. Steiner takes his job seriously, which is definitely a good thing, I would say. He doesn't trust Zidane and his band of thieves. To be honest, I don't suppose we can really blame him though, can we? He actually likes the taste of that medicine. So Baku doesn't seem overly enthralled with a rescue mission. Right, so now we have control of Zidane once again. We are going to head straight over to this treasure chest and receive the bronze gloves into our possession. Should we just see if there's anything we've looted lately that we can actually equip? There's the dagger that we had previously, we don't need that. Leather hats. Oh, we could equip the leather wrist. And actually Beast Killer would be a pretty decent thing to learn, you know. Early on, it would be very useful. So we're going to go ahead and stop learning the Flea Gill ability. And that's it for the time being. So once we've collected that, we can head out of here. And we can see the 88, the active time event. There's two in fact, so we may as well go and watch them both. So these, again, are like cinematics that take place at a kind of similar time to when we click the button, but from another character's point of view. So Steiner has been locked in here so that he can recover. Poor fella just does not want to wait around while the princess is in trouble. And he's found an ugly doll with the princess's name scrabbled over it. Okay, and we have one more to watch, so we will go ahead and choose that. Oh, and it's one for Steiner. Steiner, Kinner, whatever his name is. And he's actually lost something. It's the doll that Steiner now has in his possession. Right, okay, I'm not asking why he sleeps with a Princess Garnet doll. Now, we're going to head down here and open this chest. Is that something we can equip? Let's just check. Oh, it's only a standard wrist anyway. So we don't really need that, in all honesty. We can speak to Blank, although there's not much information coming his way. Oh, we've still got one more to watch, the girl who was left behind. Ah, it's Ruby. Interesting. So hopefully that means that, well, I guess that means that we're just not going to forget about her. Right, so now we are, well, let's start by heading across here into Vivi's room, and there's another chest for us to grab containing an ether. Make sure there's nothing else hiding around here. Ah, we can jump up the bed or something. $116 gil. And then we'll speak to Vivi himself. In fact, we need to speak to Vivi because we can't advance the story without doing so at this point. Oh, I forgot how much I love this game. It's been so long since I played it, but it is such a fantastic game, it really is. A lot of people do suggest that this is actually their favourite Final Fantasy game. Even more so than Final Fantasy VII, which is generally considered to be the fan favourite. Okay, so once we've spoken to Vivi, we can head out, and there should be another scene now, I believe. Yep. So we're having a bit of a flashback here. This, of course, took place earlier on in the evening. Yep, we are going to choose the option to go look for her. And here comes Blank again. Right. We're just going to go past Blanket and into the room onto the opposite side. And there should be a chest, yep. Make sure we pick up that ether. I do like to try and get as much of the treasure as possible. And now we're going to head downstairs. We're not going to worry about Steiner for the time being. Instead there is a rubber helm around here. There we go. Again, just going to check if it's something we can equip. It isn't. But we've got it in our possession for when we can. And if we head down south here, there should be another item for us to pick up from a treasure chest. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And now we're going to go and speak to the good old Baku. Now he's left his safe open. Probably got no money in it, to be honest. I know how he feels. I promised Garnet I'd kidnap her. That just sounds wrong, doesn't it? So we're going to have to engage in battle by the sounds of it with Baku. First thing we're going to do is grab the loot, which is only a potion. And we'll speak to Baku to engage. Make sure you've just double checked your gear by this point. And prepare for another battle with Baku. I think it's about the third time we fought him, isn't it? Something I should mention is that he's got a pretty good weapon that you're going to want to pick up for Steiner. And that high potion, of course, that we've just looted. But there's the high potion and the weapon which is called the Iron Sword, so make sure you grab those before you actually go ahead and defeat him in battle. He's only got 202 hit points. And he is level 2, I think, so as long as you're level 2 or higher, you shouldn't have too much trouble with taking him down. There we go, got the Iron Sword. So now it's just a case of beating him up. Let's see what we've got on skill. Nothing of interest. So 1 or 2 more attacks should actually do the job. I mean, he does hit quite hard actually. But we've got plenty of hit points, so I'm not concerned about that. But just keep your health up. I'm just thinking that the last time you really had a chance to save was before the fights with the plant, wasn't it? So you probably don't want to see a game over screen at this point. And he might be your boss, but he does not hold back. He will kill you if you give him the chance to. Right, so now we are going to head up. And hopefully we should be able to speak to Steiner, who's feeling a little bit sorry for himself at this particular moment. So we're trying to recruit Steiner and Vivi into our party now. So his full name is Adalbert Steiner, Captain of the Knights of Pluto. I'm only going with you to rescue the princess, and I will deal with you personally when this is over. Yeah, whatever. It may be difficult with just the two of us. We should seek Master Vivi's help as well. Why are you calling him Master? You fool, that black mage has unimaginable powers. I don't want to get him involved, but alas, it can't be helped. He's definitely a mysterious character, is Vivi. We need Master Vivi's powers to rescue the princess. Alright, let's go and talk to Vivi. Come on, Steiny boy. So now we have Steiner in party. We can go ahead and deck him out with some decent stuff, such as the iron sword. And let's get the bronze helm on for the time being. But we will go ahead and throw the bronze gloves on him. And looks like that's just about it for the minute, so I'll make sure that his abilities are activated. Antibodies at it? Yep. Just make sure you keep on top of your abilities. You don't want to not be learning them, of course. So we'll make sure we pick this chest up for another ether. And now we're going to go back and speak to Vivi once again, who was just on the opposite side of this room, if I remember correctly. No, you're going to come with us. But I'm scared. I couldn't even move last time, Vivi says. Please, Master Vivi, for the sake of Princess Garnet and all of Alexandria, I humbly request your assistance. Come on, you're a black mage for crying out loud. Show us what you've got. Okay. I'll try my best. Thank you, Master Vivi. So we're going to learn how to do a special ability here, or a special type of ability. Which is called sword magic. But apparently not yet. Right, so we'll go ahead and make sure that Vivi is fully equipped here. I think we do want to give him the silk shirt for the thunder spell. And we'll make sure that he has whatever abilities equipped he can have equipped. Which is none, fair enough. So pretty much now we can actually leave the ship. So just pop down to see Blank here, and he's given us a little bit of slack. So they all seem to be fighting over the princess, all these young men here. So he's going to give us an item, an antidote or something. Blank's medicine, interesting. Don't forget to set your abilities, we've already done that. So outside the ship here we can speak to Steiner, and he will sell us stuff. But I don't want to buy stuff, so if you do, you can. And there's the Moogle so we can save. And on that note, I think we're going to call it quits for today. So thanks again for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you've liked this episode, do go ahead and hit the like button. And of course, you can share this video with your friends as well. And check out the FuzzfingerGaming website. You can post on the forum if you want to discuss anything about the playthrough. That's usually where you're going to get my attention the quickest. And until next time, have fun guys, and I'll see you soon for more Final Fantasy IX. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me.